Hey guys, MaxLPQueen here, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke Speedrun. If you watched the grinding montage, you will know that we got our Pokemons up in some levels, and Tyrogue actually evolved into a Hitmonchan. We were debating in the last episode about when we caught Tyrogue if it would evolve into Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan, Hitmontop, blah blah blah, who knows. But it evolved into a Hitmonchan and it learned Mach Punch. So yesterday was the release of the demo for the United States on October 21st. You guys can see right there, we got everybody up to level 20, and I believe I used the rare candy on Hitmonchan, I think, and got it up to level 21, but I went ahead and taught Venomoth Aerial Ace, because Aerial Ace is definitely going to be useful for us. I think everyone else is pretty much the same. I think Wilmer learned Whirlpool, so that's something different that we can have on our team. And of course now you can see Hitmonchan there with Mach Punch and Swagger. I think it learned Swagger. So we definitely got those moves on it now, and it has Keen Eye ability now, which means no accuracy loss for us. So sorry you guys, you can't spam your accuracy loss things because it won't happen. But like I was saying, in this episode though, we're probably going to continue on up here, and we're actually going to take on Brendan and then make our way to Marvel City. But before that, I was talking about the demo. The demo came out for the United States yesterday, the 21st. Today's the 22nd, of course. And I have finally played through the whole demo. Yesterday, when I was recording, I hadn't played through the whole demo yet, so I couldn't really talk about it too much. I just had super hype because I really was excited for it, and I was super happy to finally be playing it, and I was reading some articles online and stuff about it, so we can talk about that here in this episode. Maybe talk about some other stuff, I don't know, we might have a bunch of time to talk about it. We haven't actually been talking about the game that we're playing right now anyway, so we could probably do that too. But basically, if you have not got the demo, you need to find a way to do so, and you need to play it at least once, because you won't be disappointed. The nostalgia that you will feel if you have played the original games will just overwhelm you, and you will be amazed at how great everything looks in 3D. It's just so amazing from what we've come from since the original games came out in, I think it was 2003. So it's been a really long time, and we've come a long way. Basically, you start out the demo, you're riding either Latios or Latias, and you are riding with the one and only Steven, who I think is confirmed to be the Hoenn champion. And you guys are riding around to Moss Deep City, of course, and there is a Latias right there. Brendan apparently has a Latias. So, you're riding around on your Latias or Latios, and it's amazing. You get to Moss Deep City, and he talks to you about some things that he wants us to do and the requests that he has for us. And then we go towards the science lab or whatever, the space center. Don't get to go in, unfortunately, because we are stopped. And the scientist guy comes out, you know, talking, well, no. Before the scientist comes out, Team Aqua or Team Magma, depending on the demo that you start with, comes out, and of course their music hits, and it's just really great to hear the music again. It's been such a long time, and the music sounds really good. So they start talking to you. They want to battle, of course, because we're meddling in their business, and you battle them. You get to choose your starter, but they're not the first evolutions, they're the second evolutions. You can choose from Grovyle, Marshtomp, or Combuskin. And I chose Marshtomp because I figured, you know what, after the demo, maybe I'll get to put my Marshtomp into the game. That'd be cool. And I could have a Grovyle and a Marshtomp, but unfortunately, you don't get to do that. You only get to take the Pokemon that you catch after the demo is over into the game, and depending on your location, it will either be Glalie or Steelix. So it's a little bummer that I don't get to take one of the starters in, but that's alright. So after you choose your starter, you fight with Team Aqua or Magma. You defeat them because they're nothing for your Grovyle, Marshtomp, or Combusken. And I have to be honest here, I doubt anybody actually picked Combusken, and I probably should have picked Combusken because Blaziken is my favorite. And I was kind of disappointed that Torchic and all of them got put on the back burner because nobody wanted to pick them since they were in X and Y. And we've already talked about this a little bit in some of the other episodes, but I really wish that they wouldn't have done that to Torchic, you know? Blaziken could have been given out, like a Torchic event could have been given out in the beginning for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Could have avoided it altogether, and then nobody would have done, you know, anything different, and they would have been like, you know what, I'm gonna choose Blaziken. I'm gonna see what that Mega Blaziken looks like. But of course, it didn't happen. Anyway, back to the demo. Then you are taken with Steven in front of the Pokemon Center. Of course, you don't get to go in. And he tells you he wants to take you on an adventure, but you can look around the town first. So we get to look around Moss Deep City, which is really cool. I look around at everything, basically, I did. And there's some people you can talk to. You can't go in any of the buildings, unfortunately. The gym leaders are there, but you can't go into the gym. They will talk to you. And then once you get done looking around everywhere, you can also talk to the Mart people. The Mart guys were standing outside in front of the Pokemon Mart. And a lot of people haven't even actually been talking about this. I guess it just like slipped their mind because I watched a few demos. And on the demos, or before the demos, everybody was always confused when they went into a Pokemon Mart. They're like, hey guy, give me something, or girl, or whoever you are. And nobody could ever figure out if the Mart people were girls or boys. Turns out, they're men, okay? Because you talk to them and they say little brother, and the other guy says big brother. So they're obviously, the Mart guys are men. So the answer is solved. But after that, you go with Steven. He takes you to Team Magma and Aqua's place where they're trying to catch the Mega Evolved Pokemon. And then after they catch the Mega Evolved Pokemon, or they don't get to catch it, you run into one of the admins and some other people from Team Aqua. I know that there's a different admin for Team Aqua, I thought. But Tabitha is the Team Magma admin, I'm pretty sure. And then that other guy standing beside Tabitha, I don't think is the Team Aqua admin. I thought it was a girl, but who knows? They could have changed it. So after you defeat them, you'll be in a double battle with Steven, and he'll send out his shiny Metagross, and you will send out your starter that you chose, which you can now Mega Evolve because he gave you the bracelet, the Mega Bracelet, and your starter will be holding the Mega Stone. So you and Steven will take on the Team Magma and Team Aqua admins. And then after that, you go with Steven, and he says, you know what? Why don't you catch that Mega Evolved Pokemon that Team Aqua and Team Magma were going to catch? So, you go into the grass, you catch either Mega Glalie or Mega Steelix, and that's pretty much the end of the demo. And then the ending shows some scenes from the Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire game, and they tell you that you can transfer your Glalie into the games when they come out. And then you can basically play the demo again, but the demo will be different each time until you play. Well, it won't be different. It'll be different the first, second, and third time, I think. You go on like 3 or 4 different missions with Steven, and you do different things, and then after about 3 missions, I think it is, you get Pokeballs that you can transfer to your game. I think they're just regular Pokeballs. And then after a few more, you get Heal Balls, I think, or something like that. and then I think after 10 games you get a heart skill. Some heart skills or a heart skill. I don't know, I haven't played 10 times yet, but apparently that's what you can do with that. I don't really know if I will be playing anymore after the 10 times. I might go in every day and play once at least, just to see if something happens, like in the demo before the games come out. But I was reading articles online, and they were saying, you know, don't overplay the demo, because if you overplay the demo, you're kind of going to be expecting a little bit too much, or you're going to be underwhelmed or whatever. I'm not too sure, because the demos are just, well, they're great demos, but when you play them over and over and the repetition is so much that it can get a little boring after a while, because, you know, in the games we can soar on Latios and Latias, and we can control them, but in the demos you can't control them, so you do have to sit there and you do have to watch the animation for them, you guys flying on them with Brendan to the island to help Steven out each time, and then you have to fly back and you have to watch it again, and the text you will have to read, which will be the same over and over and over again. So it does get a little boring after a while, and that's why I wouldn't play it too much, but I would definitely play it through to get your Pokeballs, your Heal Balls, and your Heart Skills, because they can definitely be useful in the game. I know that, maybe that's why they're giving them to you. Maybe you can't get Heal Balls in the game, but I'm sure you can, because if they're giving you Pokeballs, you can catch you can get Pokeballs in the game. So I don't know why that's a big deal to transfer Pokeballs into your game, but whatever. The demo's out. You guys play the demo, watch it online if you can't play it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So we've made it up to Marvel City here, and we have looked around the town. Now we're going to talk to Wally, who's going to battle us, and his only Pokemon is supposed to be that Roth's there, which we know of, who would probably be a Curlia at this point. But since this is a randomizer, it's a Squirmery, so it's not what you expect Wally to have. It's a little weird though, because Wally is returning in the Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire games, and we haven't even talked about him very much. He will be having a Mega Gallade though, this time, not Mega Gardevoir, because I guess they just wanted to introduce Mega Gallade to everyone by way of Wally, and I think Mega Gallade is supposed to be like a protector in this game, and as we know from Wally in the original games, he was troubled. He was a little troubled. So we definitely will be seeing more of him. And he also has a mega, looks like a mega necklace that he wears around his neck. So definitely be watching out for that as well. And we also got ourselves the Acro Bike. So what we're going to go ahead and do in this episode before we end it off is we're going to take on the bike path really quickly. And then off screen, what I might do is do some grinding. Actually, no, I think we're going to do one more episode, because we do have some Pokemon to catch in the town. We have one we can catch. We can't catch anything in Mauville. Unfortunately, there's nowhere for us to catch Pokemon. We can catch one on the route to the left when you go in Mauville, straight back when you go into Mauville, and to the right. So we can catch 3. And that's going to be pretty interesting to do as well. We'll probably do that in the next episode, because this one's running a bit long. I'm not too sure exactly, but I think it will be the next episode when we do that. And then after the next episode, I will do grinding on the new Pokemon that we have caught. If we do catch them, you know, it's a randomizer, and they're probably going to be pretty low leveled, because we do have to fish with the old rod. So we gotta watch out for those one-hit kills. But definitely, we'll be doing that in the next episode. What we need to do though is kind of talk about this game some, because we actually never have been talking about it. You know, I've been wanting this game to be about talking about Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire and kind of just playing the game in the background. But we haven't even been talking about it. We haven't got to experience it as much, I guess. I mean, you guys have, but I haven't, because I've been talking about other stuff the whole time. So if someone does die in the episode and I don't notice it because I'm reading an article or something, it's a shame, because I really do get angry about it whenever I'm playing the game. If I lose someone to a critical hit, or if I lose someone because I didn't heal them up when I needed to heal them up and I feel stupid about it, or if I run into a wild legendary as my first one that I pick, or if I just happen to run into a legendary on the second one and I can't catch it and I'm extremely mad, then I do feel that. But it's weird because when I'm doing the this kind of thing, like a speedrun, I can't use the audio from the game, and I don't want you guys to not hear anything at all from the game. But the only way that I am able right now to be able to give you guys this kind of quality, basically some music that sounds good while you're watching my footage and then hearing my voice, I have to pre-record all of my episodes. So it is a bummer that you guys don't get to experience that with me. But just know that when I lose a Pokemon and I pause for a second in the episode, I literally can't believe it. I mean, I was so devastated when I lost Ladian to that stupid critical hit. I'm pretty sure it was a critical hit from that Crocodile, I think it was. We almost had the Crocodile defeated. We almost beat it. And then the freaking crit. It was just... Ladian survived so much. It survived all those Fury attacks from that Beedrill. It was just ridiculous. I can't believe that we lost our Ladian. But I had to get over it, and we had to get going, and we had to keep on. But unfortunately, we're going to have to end this episode off here. I'm going to train up everybody off screen in not the next episode, but the one after that, because in the next episode, we're going to catch some Pokemon, some new ones that we can start training up. And then, we'll go ahead and take on some of the trainers around the area. And then I'll go ahead and do the training off screen. So, I will see you guys in the next episode of our Pokemon Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke Speedrun. See you guys later.